新天道地。
やっとちょやっせい貫こう。
世界を熱狂の渦に。
燃えよっさせいちょっとさはっとちょっと子供たちは今頃どうしているだろうか。まあ好きにすればいい。 そのように私の瞳をじっと見つめるのはやめた方がいい。何を見てしまうとも限らないからね。
じゃじゃーん。
難攻不落。
光り輝くがいい。
さやはっと貫こう。権限。
僕をたた
烈日よ。
世界の熱狂の渦に。
よっさやとやはっ貫こうとや
つく。剣女盤石。
頭上を焼き付
光り輝くがいい。
け権限
星と深淵を目指せ。ようこそ。すぐ終わらせてあげる。
来たか。
却下する。 子供たちは今頃どうしているだろうか。まあ好きにすればいい。
星と深星と深淵、無事今日の依頼。
神というのは天上の存在だが、たまには地上を歩き回るべきだな。
この同点。同点につ
弓を引きに行きましょう。
岩山八九。
かかれ。捕まえた。
剣撃よっ
痛がっちゃいない。
剣女盤石。
お披露目だ。世界を熱狂の渦に。
終わりね。撤収。かかれ。
やっ暖炉の火が消えた。
じゃじゃ
天道万象。岩山八九。
ーん。そら。
難攻不落。
認めはしない。
あなたに安らぎ
いざ
があら
剣女盤石。
歌え。僕の名のもとに。
いざよ。工作せよ。
岩山八九。
いか。それ貫こう。恐怖を抱く勇気すら
岩
ないか。
山八九。
光り輝くがいい。
私と打ち合う気。
考察せよ。
少しはまともになってきた。闇来たる破滅の時なる。カウントダウン開始。煉獄の投影に過ぎぬ。
剣女盤石。
却下すると。
岩山八九。
私と打ち合う気。いいだろう。
捕まえた。
私に挑む資格を認めてやる。カウントダウン開始だ。
難攻不落。
身を寄せられる雲の糸はどこにもないぞ。
開幕だ。
岩山八九。
これはあらゆる善意を焼き尽くした
どの目が出るかしら。
見届けるといい。
世界を熱狂の渦に。
いや落ちる落日すべての始まりに過ぎる。
くてもいいのよ。
涙雨ふっふっ来る日も来る。
好きに使ってくれ。
引導を渡そう。懐かしい感覚だ。礼儀がなってないわ。
買いだ。
最悪の誓い。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。
全てが消える。
協調よ。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。
涙雨ひっふっ来る日も来る。
気をつけて。
引導を渡そう。
最悪の誓い。
涙雨ひっふっ来る日も来る。全てが消える。
償ってもらうわ。
買いだ。イカ様はなしだ。
協調よ。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。
引導を渡そう。
最悪の誓い。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。
涙雨ひっふっ来る日も来る。
信があるみたいだな。
全てが消える。
買いだ。
最悪の力。
涙雨クリティを振る。引導を渡そう。協調よ。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。気をつけて。
全てが消える。
最悪の力。
僕が出そう。
引導を渡そう。涙雨クリティを振る。
皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。全てが消え涙雨。ふっひっクリティはこれだ。
好きに使ってくれ。
引導を渡そう。最悪の力。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか、気をつけて。
全てが消える。協調よ。涙雨。ふっふっクリティはこれだ。
だ。
優しい感覚。
気をつけて。
すべてが消える。涙雨。ひっふっくれてあふれる。
僕が出そう。
引導を渡そう。償ってもらうわよ。
買いだ。
協調よ。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。
すべてが消える。最悪の誓い。涙雨。ひっふっくれてあふれる。
気をつけて。
引導を渡そう。またか。協調よ。涙雨。ふっひっくれてあふれる。
僕が出そう。
すべてが消える。礼儀がなってないわ。
イコ様は買いだ。
自信があるみたい。
最悪の誓い。引導を渡そう。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。協調よ。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。気をつけて。
涙雨。ふっふっくれてあふれる。すべてが消える。
イコ様はなしだ。
最悪の誓い。涙雨。ふっふっくれてあふれる。引導を渡そう。
買いだ。
またか。協調よ。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。
全てを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか。気をつけて。
すべてが消える。涙雨。ふっひっくれてあふれる。 ドールズフロントライン2エクシリウム。
遅かったですね。
了解よ。
治療法準備完了。今日があなただよ。
永劫なる国土との別れ、降臨せよ。果てなき成功、影の安寧。
了解よ。
みんなあげてさ。
当然の結果ですね。残念ですがあなたはここまでです。
Greetings. Today your shirt matches the color of your eyes very well. Timekeeper? Timekeeper? Are you asleep?
Hey, hello there. I know the moon. It's absent in the city. Each moment, now night. Everything has its cause and effect. Try this. Puede acelerar un terzo al infinito. I know the moon. It's absent in the city. Try this. It's alright. Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all. No!
I will pray for you. Sorry.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. May the peace be with us.
May the peace be with us, my friend.
Xeno has been restored to its usual state. Aside from Igor's ardent supporters, the rest of the Xeno soldiers and officers were unaware of his betrayal, just as we expected. Admiral Igor's funeral has been held as planned, one that befits his rank and status. All relevant personnel remained in South America for the ceremony, as per Xeno's funeral regulations. We're in the process of selecting a new admiral. I'll provide you with a candidate list shortly. Additionally, we've dispatched an investigative team to Tierra del Fuego to search for Igor.
Very well. What about the girl?
The girl? Are you referring to Lopera? Her emotions have stabilized, so we've decided to leave her in South America for the moment. Of course, she'll be put through the necessary investigations as circumstances dictate.
Keep a close eye on her. Oh, and that little singing bird?
Xeno is quite upset about our decision regarding Miss Kimberly. They're insisting she undergoes a more thorough investigation. I feared that if we gave too much pushback, they would take a more extreme stance in response. So I agreed.
Those soldiers never budge.
Of course, Xeno agreed that the investigation would be done under the supervision of the Foundation. If nothing else comes up, she will be put into the Timekeeper's team and granted the same rights as the other members.
Good. Don't keep Vertin waiting too long.
There's more. Madam Z has received word from the Timekeeper. The Timekeeper suspects Manus Vindicte is active again in Sydney Harbor. They're likely on board a cruise ship named Free Breeze. This would explain why our field investigators have been having difficulties with their tasks. Manus has covered their tracks carefully this time.
Where's the cruise bound for?
That's still unclear, sir. However, Moth just reported in confirming that the ship has passed the Oceania Islands.
An interesting development.
Indeed.
We're making excellent progress. That's good. Assign a new mission to Vertin.
You mean to send them on that cruise?
We can't keep her under our wing forever.
Understood.
What brings you all the way over here, old friend? Oh. So, Laplace has requested the Foundation's assistance with the Artificial Storm Project?
Yes. Ulrich is overseeing the project and has requested as much asymmetrical nuclide R as we can spare. He's also requested our help in determining the most suitable location for the experiment. I have several in mind that should meet his needs. The location closest to Laplace's Australian branch is on the sea, right where the Freebreeze cruise ship happens to be.
I see where you're going.
However, I do have concerns about how this might disrupt our current plans against Manus Vindictae.
Regardless, Laplace will have our full support for the Artificial Storm Project.
But Moth's status still remains unclear. If we proceed too hastily, we might jeopardize the situation.
I thought you'd have foreseen something like this. A few pieces must be sacrificed if you're to win the game. You know that better than anyone, don't you?
Is this also the Pax House's decision?
You have my word on it.
I see. I'll inform the Timekeeper and Ulrich of their missions.
Thank you. I look forward to their meeting.
We meet again, Timekeeper.
Pleasure's mine, Mr. Ulrich. I've heard good things about your work with Regulus.
Frankly, I was surprised by how selfless, passionate, and forward-looking she is. I'm truly grateful to have someone like her on my team.
The situation on the Freebreeze is still unclear. We don't know how many Manus Vindictae followers might be on board. Our plan is to board the cruise as ordinary passengers. Regulus said she's made acquaintance with a crew member and has made sure to alter our profiles so we don't attract any unwanted attention.
That's good to hear. So Regulus didn't use her money for her own amusement after all. We should stagger our boarding times. I'll reach out if I spot any signs of Manus Vindictae. Let's stay in touch. See you on board.
Mr. Ulrich, we're more than happy to assist with your mission.
Oh, no. Please don't trouble yourself. Sorry, don't get me wrong. I'd appreciate your help were the circumstances different. But the experiment is still confidential. Please don't mention it to anyone. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary risks or interference. On the cruise ship, we are but strangers.
I see.
Don't you worry. I have a little disguise for myself too.
Miss Barcarola, at last you've graced us with your presence. Henry and I were just having a little wager on whether we'd see our musical star outside the spotlight. Looks like he'll be buying me the next round of whiskey, eh?
Well bet, signore. Allow me to pour you the first glass. How do you like your whiskey? On the rocks, perhaps?
Indeed. Thank you, my dear.
Over here, Mum. It's Miss Barcarola. Last time I saw her, she performed an entire symphony all by herself. She was the whole orchestra. I've never seen anything like it.
It's good to see you again, my little friend.
Miss Barcarola, what a pleasure. I've heard so much about you. My child hasn't stopped talking about you since you spoke to him about the didgeridoo at Sydney Harbour. He was so excited by it that he begged us to bring one on board.
How lovely! The didgeridoo truly is an enchanting instrument. It's so resonant, don't you think? It almost feels like it's echoing from the depths of the earth itself. I've actually been experimenting with playing it alongside my crackling box. It's a wonderful match with the tin whistle and kalimba, and I'm sure a number of other instruments too.
Looks like she's pretty popular too.
Two?
Have you forgotten, Sonetto? You're also looking at a popular public figure yourself. One that had half of London hunting. Cheering for her. Ah, the bittersweet burden of fame. That group over there seems unusually uptight.
Oh, those are the captain's special guests. They're from one of the Oceania archipelagos. Nukuteao, I believe. They're probably just a bit nervous. I imagine they don't often find themselves among so many foreigners.
Nukuteao. I read about it in a history of arcane ethnicity back in the SPDM. It's a remote place, and its people hold a special kind of shell at the center of their beliefs. They've rarely made contact with the outside world. It's often been described as a peaceful paradise. I also read that the Nukutai almost never leave their homeland. Why are they here?
The Nukutai will never abandon our homeland. Just wait. We'll find our way back when the new era comes.
The new era.
Toa, that's enough. Tutu told us not to talk with outsiders.
But someone had to tell them the truth.
I apologize. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. I was just curious.
Well, next time, keep your mouth shut. What could you possibly know about the Nukutai?
Everyone, no fighting. I'm Barcarola, the musical director. Is there anything I can help you with? I'll do all I can to ensure everyone has a pleasant experience.
What's going on? What do you want? Tutu! Salone, Toa, stay back! These outsiders can be dangerous.
Dangerous? Have you never heard of me before?
Whoever you are, I ask that you leave us in peace.
You...
Tutu, think the tides you came. I wasn't sure what to do.
So are we going to take Miss Grace's offer or not? She promised it would bring our islands back.
Enough, Toa. These outsiders don't need to know why we're here. And stop mentioning Miss Grace. Could draw unwanted attention.
But what's there to hide? There's no shame in wanting our home back. If we don't stand with Miss Grace, we'll lose Nukuteao forever.
I want to go home too. Probably more than anyone. I already miss Melly's red coral reefs, blue sea, and canoe races. We'll get through this, Toa. I promise we'll be neighbors again, picking breadfruit and coconut flowers together. But before we accept Miss Grace's offer, there's a few things that need to be made clear. And remember, none of these passengers are to blame for what happened to our home. Okay? But Miss Grace has offered us a way home. We'll have our islands back, just as they were. Our promised land. We will go home, Sloane. Trust me. I just need to figure out a few things first. Starting with this wonderful new era she keeps talking about.
You seem a little on edge, Chief Kamuda.
Miss Grace, how much longer do we have to wait for this new era to come? Many of our people have never left Nukuteao before. We're struggling to adjust. Some have even fallen sick. We can't stay adrift on the sea like this much longer. Our spirits are low. The shells of some of my people have begun to crack. Not everyone is strong enough to endure this journey. Please, Miss Grace, you have to help us.
While it pains me to hear this, the journey must go on. You have nowhere to return to after all. We still have some space below deck. You can use it to store your people's bodies should they die.
That's not exactly what we're asking for. Please show us another way. Help us like you did when you foresaw the destruction of Meli. I beg of you.
I've already shown you a way, haven't I?
You mean joining the Manus? But the Nukutai haven't had a conflict with anyone for centuries. That's why we hid ourselves away from the world. Difficult to persuade my people to do this. All we want is for our people to return to familiar soil, to feel our spirits at home. Nothing more.
But Meli is already gone.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we should take revenge on the outside world. It was an act of the sea itself. It would be unjust to blame anyone for it.
What about the torpedo test sites designated over Malaga and Vaipuna? Aren't there people who should answer for that?
It was probably just a mistake. The area they chose was far from the main islands of Nukuteao, and hardly anyone fishes there. They may not have realized that my people lived there.
And the oil spill? The wastewater discharge? Were all those fish killed by pollution also just an act of the sea?
Please, we're not looking for conflict.
Of course you're not. After all, they've only stolen everything you've ever held dear. And arrogantly assumed every inch of this planet is theirs to exploit. War is inevitable, whether you want it or not, Nukutai. But if you join us, you will have an invaluable ally. Time. The window is closing. The sifting is about to begin.
Has it really come to this? To revenge?
Oh no. It's quite the opposite. It's salvation.
Signora Regulus, as I'm sure you understand, there's a great deal of effort involved in creating a concerto. From the initial spark of inspiration, to the careful arrangement of the music, to the skill required to play it. The fact that any concerto has ever been performed at all is nothing short of a miracle. As musical director, it is my duty to select the perfect repertoire to bring delight to every listener. Then, the esteemed passengers of the Free Breeze can enjoy their dessert and wine with the finest musical accompaniment.
Oh, you can't be serious. Where's the fun in just sitting there and listening? I promise you, this lot have had more than enough lazy jazz and swooning piano to last a lifetime. We need to shake things up. Make this voyage the greatest of the century. How about some 60s rock? And wouldn't you know it, this visionary former captain has a record player right here with her. All right, people, let me hear you cheer. Music is freedom. It should stir the soul anytime, anywhere.
Stop, Regulus! I'm the musicista here, not you!
These outsiders seem so full of life. They're nothing like what Miss Grace described. Full of hatred and hostility.
This is my performance. If you really must share your music with us, then perhaps you should go to the captain and apply to be a cruise musician like me.
With all due respect, Miss Barcarola, the point I'm trying to make is that only a DJ knows what the crowd really wants. Huh? Did I just shoot lightning bolts from my fingertips?
Of course not.
Verdammt! Who's stepping on my brand new leather shoes? Will you please watch yourself?
I was just about to say the same thing. Just let go of my jacket, you moron!
Could you all keep it down? I'm going deaf here. Oh no, my wine! And the cheese platter!
This could turn to total chaos before long. No, I can't let that happen. I must go check on the master switch.
Hey! Miss Barcarola!
Please let me through, Signora Elizabeth.
Barcarola, where are you going? Let me give you a hand.
And now, I belong to this set. Who ate beans?
I can hear it.
No worries.
It could be found.
Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine. Please, don't resist.
Are you irrational numbers?
It is here. I can hear it.
Given that... Intersect and divide.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do 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 do.
Come on! There aren't as many of them this way.
Unbelievable. It's like you're an escape artist or something.
I'll, take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment. Thank you so much, Signora Regulus. What was that?
Tutu, are you okay? I'm fine. How's the Sea Mother's eye? Solid as ever, of course. It takes more than a few knocks to damage Nukutai craftsmanship.
I knew getting too close to those oafs would bring trouble.
Oafs? Are you calling me stupid? What's this?
What did I say? Of course you have no idea what this is.
We form palm bark into lampshades about the size of a coconut, then tie fat-soaked compass grass inside. We call it Sea Mother's Eye. Every Nukutai knows how to make one.
They're way better than those noisy, buzzing light bulbs. Wait, why are we even telling her this?
We need to lower their guard.
Huh?
So that we can earn their trust. If we don't understand our enemies, how can we help Miss Grace with her mission and rebuild our home?
Oh.
Besides, we can't just leave them to shout and run around. It'll disturb our people's rest. Trust me, that girl will thank us for this later. And then we can get all the information we need from her.
Then we should make more Sea Mother's Eyes and hand them out to the outsiders.
Now you've got it.
By the waves, Tutu. You really are clever. No wonder the elders always listen to you.
Is this really the right thing to do?
What peculiar little things. Reminds me of my days on the fishing boat. I always loved spotting the lighthouse on our way back. These look just like it.
The craftsmanship is remarkable. You'd be hard-pressed to find something of this standard in a factory these days.
They remind me of the things my grandma and I used to make when I was little. She could even carve a whistle out of a parsnip.
They're sharing food and stories, just like we do on bonfire nights. I'm getting more and more confused by Miss Grace's words.
Miss Barcarola? I want to go home.
Is this one of the changes I must make to truly embrace music?
Whoa!
Attention passengers. The Free Breeze is currently experiencing a power outage due to a fuse blown by a cargo leak in the lower deck. We ask that everyone remain calm. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. To make your wait more comfortable, we'll be offering unlimited ice cream shortly. Additionally, since we're approaching the habitat of the series, we're expecting an increase in turbulence and noise as we work to ward them off. We appreciate your understanding.
See? What did I tell you? Music works wonders. Anytime, anywhere.
You were right, Senora Regulus.
You owe me one now. So, how about a little reciprocity? Say, letting me have a rock session on the ship?
Do you promise you won't cause any trouble?
Cross my heart.
All right, you can do it. But...
Woohoo! Don't forget to thank the girl who made the lamp.
As if I need you to remind me. I'll have you know I was just about to head over to her.
Tutu was right. The stupid girl's back.
Shh. Huh? I must say, I don't appreciate being called an oaf or stupid. But I would like to thank you for your help back there.
What?
On behalf of the whole crew, you have our respect.
Oh, what do we do now? Tutu never said they'd be so friendly.
Tutu? Where did she go?
I've learned so much about the outside world since I boarded this ship. So... why do I feel even more confused? I trust my people. They're good and kind, and they've never lied to me. You just have to look at their spirit shells to see it. The songs and dances of Melly nourish the shells, and the purity of my people's souls color their surface in the most beautiful patterns. And Miss Grace, she's been good to us too. She warned us about the destruction of Melly, saving us from the flood, and she showed us the world as it really is. She even wants us to be part of her plan. Our ancestral shells have also told us how terrible the world outside is. That it's a place with Sanguma witches, Nakarua serpents, and all kinds of other beasts. But... But now I'm here, on this ship full of outsiders. And I feel that they're just like us.
Hello, young lady. What are you doing out here all by yourself? Don't just stand there. Come on in.
Hmm? Sorry. I didn't even realize where I was going.
No need to apologize, my dear. You are more than welcome. You saved us old folks from sitting here in silence till we reach shore.
Charlie's just happy to have someone new to tell his stories to.
I bet Essen will jump at the chance to show off how he drives off those series, too.
Series? I've heard they're a real headache for passing ships. But I've never seen one with my own eyes.
Well, well, it seems this young lady knows a thing or two about the sea.
How about you give us a hand, eh?
Me? I'm not sure I know how to...
Don't worry, it's almost too easy.
These series are afraid of loud noises, and the Free Breeze has plenty of speakers on board. The sea is with us today.
Of course it is. For how long we've sailed its waves, why wouldn't it be? Get ready, folks! Port the helm!
Let's go. I walk fast.
Dental checkup.
I can hear it. Perfectly understood. It's newly made. Another jar? Please, allow me. You don't want to miss it. I look forward to pleasing you. It's newly made this year.
No worries.
Another jar?
peaceful moment.
It's newly made this year. Hey, mortals! Let's get it over quick. There they are.
Relax.
Another job?
No worries.
Enjoy! Perfectly understood. Coming!
It is here.
Do have a little faith in me, Master. I'll fill the cup for you.
Si tu la vedete, lasciarmi dovere.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do-do-do.
270, hard starboard. Slow down to 5 knots. Watch the bow wave. Turn on the speakers. Time to chase off some sea monsters.
Signorina?
No.
Don't worry. Anything you play will do. Can't be worse than what Essam has to offer.
I can hear you, you know.
I grieve to leave my native home. I grieve to leave my comrades all.
Come on, join in.
But a poor simple sailor just like me must be tossed and turned in the deep dark sea. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I'm far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me?
Miss Grace.
The outside world is indeed full of dangers, but there is less to fear than you think. I'll help you through it.
What am I doing? Sorry, I have to go.
Hmm?
I don't understand. Why are they so nice? This is nothing like the stories.
Come in.
Timekeeper, I hope you didn't have too much difficulty during the power outage.
Not at all, Sonato. It actually gave me the opportunity to try out X's latest invention, the bouncing bulb. It's very interesting. A little draining, though.
Would you like to try out one of these, then?
Did you make this, Sonato?
I did. Miss Saloni from Nukuteo taught me how to make it. It's called a Sea Mother's Eye. She told me every household in Meli lights them during storms to help guide those at sea safely home. She said, with this, no one will ever be lost in the dark.
Thank you, Sonato. And what a lovely saying. After this mission, we should be able to apply for a field investigation in Italy.
Italy? Thank you, Timekeeper.
But let's focus on this mission first. May I borrow your communicator? There's something I need to verify.
Of course.
Connecting to Madam Z of the St. Pavlov Foundation. The person you're trying to reach is currently unavailable due to communication interference. Please leave a message after the beep.
Huh?
Just as I suspected, communications are blocked. Someone's jamming the signal.
Do you think it's Manus Vindictae?
It's possible. The flyer proved that this ship has some kind of association with them. We need to stay vigilant.
Regulus should know about this. I'll go find her.
No!
Regulus!
Regulus! Are you alright?
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Mr. Ulrich? What are you doing here?
Good day, Timekeeper, Researcher Regulus, Miss Sonetto.
This really the disguise you went with?
Wait a minute. Vertin, did you know he'd be here? Listen, there's no way I'm paying for even half an extra ticket. In fact, he should be paying for me.
Well, this might take a while to explain.
Did you wake up with a glitch this morning, Ulrich? The storm has already taken so many lives, and now you're planning to intentionally bring another one upon us?
Quit your worrying, Jonathan. The artificial storm will be under strict control, and you're not even on the research team. Besides, there are some issues we still need to fix, so we've come to a bit of a standstill for now. I promise you won't wake up to find the building engulfed by the storm.
Sorry? Are you saying that you've already started?
Ulrich, I have to warn you. Ever since you found that satellite, you've been pushing past the limits of Laplace's regulations. You've accessed materials from other branches, used valuable resources for your own purposes, and run experiments without proper clearance.
What baseless claims, Penelope? I'll have you know that everything I've done has been approved by the HQ director.
Director? We don't have a damn director!
But we do have a substitute director, so there.
For the last time, I'm not the substitute director. No one can substitute for Madame Lucy. But let's set that aside. We're here to figure out what to do with the satellite, not to stage an intervention for Ulrich.
The solution's as clear as day, my friends. We'll do exactly what they did in Plisetsk during the third storm. Find someone brave and send them into space.
He's right. Why don't we just build another satellite and see how it handles the storm?
Wow, what an amazing idea! Truly a stroke of genius. So, we're talking about a controlled experiment, right? That means we'll send not just one, but dozens of satellites, all carrying different items.
What's the problem with that?
Oh, nothing. The budget team will be thrilled at the idea. Here's a better one. We sit tight and wait till the storm sends us back to 1995. And bingo! Surprise! There's our satellite, orbiting around the Earth once again.
Medicine Pocket, please mind your tone in the meeting room.
Oh, sure. Just as soon as they stop trying to waste all our research funds.
I'm with researcher Medicine Pocket here. There's no need to launch more satellites. We should be focusing on the artificial storm project. The project has made substantial progress. I have collected every item that was once on the Regulus satellite, including the space seeds from Plesetsk. You have no idea how difficult that was, let me tell you. It was easier to get Regulus's record.
Still, you probably didn't need to steal it, Ulrich.
You say that, but I've heard that it isn't going all that smoothly. Accelerating the reaction of asymmetrical nuclide R with fixed frequency sound waves so as to stimulate the storm. It sounds impressive, but what's the payoff? Have you found the key material that provides immunity from the storm?
Good point, Lucas. I never claimed the experiment was perfect. In fact, I'll be the first to admit that it has some serious procedural flaws.
Huh?
Through 26 microscale artificial storms, I tested 7 different space seeds, an astronomical spectrometer, a high-speed photometer, some obsidian crystals, and a Lycopus lucidus talisman. None of them endured the trials.
Then what do we do now? Just give up?
No! But I have used all the asymmetrical nuclide R that we had in the warehouse.
What?
Sit down, Medicine Pocket. Jonathan, go get some stress ball.
No! I can shout all I want, okay, Substitute Director? Ulrich! All the asymmetrical nuclide R, it's all gone?
I had to use it. It's just standard consumption, like in any other experiment. And I got results.
With that amount of resources, of course you'd find something, dumbass. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. Keep at it if you want. You're gonna smash that dead end head on.
I don't see why you're commenting on my work. We're not even in the same department.
Because you used my materials! That was most of the nuclide R from both Laplace and the Foundation! You have to be kidding me! You get all you want while I'm here like some chump filling out endless forms just to get a few drops! Next time, just give me the funds and nuclide, and I'll be more than happy to run a few laps in the storm with that crap from the satellite and see what happens.
We would never endanger the life of a researcher like that.
That's why we should launch another satellite. No need to risk anyone's life, especially since we got plenty of colleagues with aeronautics experience.
Can't do that. Our best space expert is still in the Laplace care unit.
So, Ulrich, what's the next step with your experiment?
I'm taking it outside, of course. The richest deposits of asymmetrical nuclide R aren't in the lab or the Foundation's warehouse. They're out there in the real world. We've been overlooking how the density of nuclide R has affected our experiment results.
Come on, Ulrich, that's just an excuse. Where would you find a higher nuclide R density than in a Laplace lab?
That might be the exact problem. The environment here is too controlled, too clean. The storm has never been the manifestation of order, but of chaos.
And how exactly do you plan on finding chaos?
Everyone, please! If we just sit here arguing instead of getting out there and doing something, those sneaky researchers at Institutum Lawrence are going to get ahead of us!
Lawrence? That strange secret society?
Let's see what kind of bull they're spouting this time.
No medicine pocket, just toss the letter into the shredder. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for interrupting your debate. The St. Pavlov Foundation has passed a new resolution.
Miss Simone, did you just say something about the Foundation? Are we not moving off topic? We were discussing our efforts to identify substances immune to the storm. What is all this about the Foundation?
No idea, but it's sure to be the most cheerful, positive, wonderful news. That'll teach you to run Madam Buckethead out of town. Now it's going to be those Foundation dimwits calling the shots. Ha!
I won't stand for the Foundation ordering Laplace around. I'll set things straight with them later. You have my word. In fact, Miss Simone, you may relay my message now.
I understand your concerns, Mr. Enigma, but given our present circumstances, the Foundation's involvement may have a bright side.
The resolution the Foundation relayed to me was principally concerned with your artificial storm project, Mr. Ulrich.
Huh?
What? Did you switch gears on us, Ulrich?
For Flux's sake, all I did was ask for a little support.
Speaking of, the Foundation also sent through their approval for your other requests. Mostly anyway. They agreed to supply the majority of your requested materials, including replenishing a portion of our asymmetrical nuclide R, and they've dispatched field investigators to assist us. Additionally, they've done preliminary screenings on the locations you mentioned and confirmed they meet the specifications of our experiments.
The Foundation has never been this generous with us before. Huh.
Don't go popping the champagne just yet, Ulrich! Our new bosses aren't going to come anywhere close to replacing all the asymmetrical nuclide R you've wasted.
Still, it's all too easy. What's the catch?
They want to witness our results, firsthand.
Deal. Someone, anyone, take down the minutes.
They also sent over another possible location that they haven't been able to confirm. A ship. The Foundation has requested that you investigate it personally. The Timekeeper will brief you on the details.
Fine, fish tank. You're off the hook for now. Just so we're clear, you're not planning to smuggle out my treasure, right?
I wouldn't think of it.
Fab. And you're not angling that I foot the bill for this excursion, right?
The Foundation's intel appears accurate. After some preliminary checks, I am certain this will be an ideal locale to conduct our experiments. I've never seen such intense readings of asymmetrical nuclide R outside of the storm.
Now hold on a minute, Ulrich. You're not about to take a swim, are you?
Only if necessary.
With my record? You've got to be off your rocker, mate.
Not at all. It's time it was returned to its rightful owner.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my treasure. Welcome home. Oh, I'll broadcast your tracks on Radio Apple for 72 hours straight and hold the rookinest party ever just for you. Oh, you've got my word. Hold on. You're not about to withhold my funds, are you?
Fret not, Regulus. Given its special significance to you, we made its composition analysis our first priority. Now that the first step is done, I'm more than happy to return it to you.
But what about your experiments?
Not to worry. I've already made arrangements. We went to great lengths to ensure these replicas were identical in every way. We even reproduced the ink used in the signature. Identical down to their heart and soul, courtesy of Laplace craftsmanship. We've achieved complete consistency in both composition and appearance.
What? Well, I've got to hand it to you. They're dead ringers for the real thing. But this is piracy. And not the fun kind. Musical piracy.
Drastic times call for drastic measures. I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive us, Regulus.
Oh, Miss Fatutu. I hadn't expected you to visit. I must say it's a welcome relief from the onslaught of greedy businessmen and boorish officials. All puff and no substance. Bloated, lifeless. They remind me of a few specimens of decay from my collection.
Decaying specimens? Miss Grace, you mean body?
Hush. Let's just leave things at that. So then, you're here to talk about something else? Go ahead.
Yes, Miss Grace. I just wanted some advice, if you don't mind.
Not at all, my dear. We are friends, aren't we? We are venturing into the unknown, so it is little surprise that you feel lost. But disorientation is a dangerous enemy. I am more than happy to help. Relax and keep an open mind, dear. We have a long night ahead.
The thing is, I tried to ignore the outside world, just like you said, but I failed. The idea of raising a spear against people I know so little about, even if it was to avenge my home. I felt I had to learn more about these outsiders, to understand them. I'm sorry I went against your advice. I thought that learning about them would harden my resolve. I thought that I would hate them from the depths of my soul. That the hatred would be so strong that I'd feel no remorse. That I would see in them what you and Manus Vindicte do. But Instead, after interacting with the people here,
But Tutu, my dear, there's no shame in having second thoughts. How could you not? This was but your first glimpse of a world so much wider than you knew. But you'll soon realize that it is nothing more than a dying corpse, its lungs still clinging on to its last breath. The face rots first, you know. It's a nasty scene, I assure you. Those shrinking, putrefying eyeballs are always a headache for taxidermists. Next, the chest cavity. It rots out from the inside, bloating with noxious gases produced by its decomposing flesh, until it's ready to pop like a party balloon. Even at this stage, if you were to hold your breath and look only to the limbs, you might marvel at the artisanship. Such a perfect creation. Yet it dies all the same. So it goes. Do you see the world any clearer now? Take your time. Think it through.
The outsiders are different from what I expected. Miss Grace, are you sure they're truly evil?
They are cunning, menacing, and at times have even been known to engage in eavesdropping.
Miss Grace, watch out! It's some kind of monster!
Huh?
It's here! I'll protect you, Miss Grace!
A forest party! Hey, hello there.
I can hear it.
Relax.
Grace, tu peux la jeter maintenant. La charme d'opéra.
Thank you for your cooperation.
That was lightning. Please enjoy. My next performance, bubbles bursting.
It is here.
No worries. Relax.
I can hear it. Be serious. Stay focused.
Thank you for your cooperation.
What an awful racket you make.
Vintage
This is a breach of free breeze passenger and lightning.
What's your race? Be serious. Stay focused.
Is it dead? Oh, it's you, Barcarola.
Miss Barcarola, what a pleasure to see you.
Have you lost your mind, Fatutu? I've been looking all over the ship for you to thank you for the lamps you made. This is a funny way of saying you're welcome. Not even the rudest student in Cremona would attack someone for saying thanks.
Cremona? Where's that?
That's really not what matters here.
Settle down, please, ladies. This was only a small misunderstanding, wasn't it? As both your captain and your friend, I hope that you might be able to resolve this. I do believe I could see you two becoming fast friends. Fatutu here is eager to learn about the outside world. And I'm sure you must have many stories to share, don't you? Consider it a favor, in exchange for those sea mother's eyes. Why don't you take a seat, Miss Barcarola? You were quick to gloss over your hometown. Cremona, wasn't it?
Cremona, the city of violins, as they say. See, I was born in that awful, dreary old place. But I don't like to talk about it, Miss Grace.
But it sounds like you still miss your home. So why speak of it that way? Is there something wrong with it? In Nukuteao, when we find something rotted in our village, we wrap it up in stinky grass and throw it in the ocean. Do you outsiders not do this as well?
Well, it's not completely rotted exactly. It's just... In Cremona, everything is bound up with the violin. How it's made, how it's played, even the science of it. It fills the air and every conversation. You can't walk to the trattoria without tripping over a virtuoso. They come from Rome, Berlin, London, New York, Nairobi, Tokyo, Uppsala, people from far and wide, all crammed into one town. Not a day goes by without a concert, a symphony, or a festival musicale.
Am I misunderstanding you? Because to the Nukatai, the idea of a place with music and festivals every day sounds very... fun.
That's where you're wrong, Signora. It's no fun at all. At least, for me. To be Cremonese is to take pride in its music, its history, and above all, its violins. And you must learn to love the violin, the viola, the violoncello, and the bass, because there is nothing else. Every quartet is a string quartet. Every concerto is Vivaldi. Strings, strings, strings. The monotony is unbearable. The world has so very many instruments as diverse and as varied as the people that fill it. Even the shell around your neck could sing if you knew just where to tap it. But not in Cremona. That's why I speak of it that way, Fatutu. Because if I had stayed there, I would never have seen the music of the world and its instruments, and my crackling box would never have been able to know their sounds.
The Nukutai don't have many instruments. Not so many as you, anyway. But we were never bored with what we had. I'm certain that your island holds great beauty beyond its music. If ever we grow tired of singing and dancing, we'd go searching for shells or swimming in the reefs.
You still have much to learn about the world beyond your islands.
Then you have no intention of ever returning home, Miss Barcarola?
Return? No, never. They're too set in their ways, like old fossils. My vision of music grew beyond them, and I did too.
I won't force myself back into their little world!
Your determination is admirable indeed.
Glad to hear it. Then my position is safe for another day.
How could it not be? You are the very star of the Free Breeze.
Uh-huh.
What about you, Miss Grace? You've never told us about your home.
It's a place of little interest to anyone. Not even worthy of naming.
They say a musician must be free of attachments to be truly creative. Perhaps this is true of captains as well.
No, that can't be right. The Nukutai believe that to stray from our home is the death of the spirit. If we travel too far and too long, our spirit shells develop cracks that no amount of Nuku glue can mend. And from these cracks come an intense sadness. The elders call it homesick.
Homesickness. See, we have this word as well. The sailors aboard often ask me to play the songs of their youth when they're missing their homes. So many different melodies. Thankfully, my crackling box has all kinds of instruments to suit their needs. I imagine it must be difficult for your people now. If you'd like, I could learn to play some of your songs and perform them. I'd be more than happy to help after all you've done.
That's kind of you. I'm sure it'll be of great help to us.
I'm more than happy to help, Fatutu. It is my job after all.
It appears the sun has caught up with us, ladies.
Mamma mia! The concert! I promised Signora Regulus a rock and roll concert, but I haven't even asked her what instruments she needs. Ciao, ragazze!
Thank you for talking with us, Miss Grace.
Don't mention it. I only hope that it was helpful for you.
I have one last question. I was wondering, how do you stay so determined?
Let's go. I walk back.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
It is here.
It's newly another jar?
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opère.
You don't want to miss it. Got you.
Perfectly understood.
It's newly mixed. Another jar?
Do have a little faith in me, Master.
Feel my dark embrace. Enjoy. Got you. It's newly made this year. Flee, mortals! Let's get it over quick.
I can hear it.
Coming! Another jar?
It is here.
I'll fill the cup for you. Got you.
Winterstürme wischen den Bonnemond.
It's newly made this year. You don't want to miss it. There they are.
water, shower of love. Please, don't resist.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do 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 do.
It's an honor to meet you. It is here.
It's newly made this year.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opéra.
Got you. Let's get it over quick. Please, allow me.
I can hear it. It is here.
Perfectly understood. Feel my dark embrace. Stay back, I say. Shall I? Another jar?
Relax. Keep calm.
You don't want to miss it.
Please, don't resist.
Soffoca il sangue! Soffoca il sangue!
Sweet dreams.
Got you. Perfectly understood. It's newly made this.
I can hear it. No worries.
Please, allow me. Feel my dark embrace.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
It's an honor to meet you. You don't want to miss it. Have a little faith in me, Master. There we are. me. Gotcha. I remember it's called lending a hand. It's an honor to meet you. Gotcha. Let's get it over, please. Allow me. There we are. My stock embrace. Do you have a little faith in me, Master? You don't want to miss it. Please, don't resist. Sweet dreams. Gotcha. Keep. There they are. Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do 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 do.
Order is more important than opinion. I was taught in this way.